Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing absolutely great in your respective life, and in this video we're going to create mandala artwork and my recent few purchases, basically going to try marker and liners for basically study supplies and making projects basically. But going up first, we're gonna showcase that how I make mandala grids. So it's not a tutorial at all, because I'm not guiding you how we're gonna make this, because it's too tough to make you guys let you know that how to make this thing. Basically it is just done by me. I just figured it out by myself creating mandala, and to be really honest, I am really bad at making grids, because normally people make grids with protractor, but my hands are too shaky to put a dot on a specific right amount of angle. So making petals in between and taking this as a guide and illustrating lines, as you guys can see on the screen, it just looks fine. Now you guys are wondering that why I'm using pencil. So it's really normal to use pencil to make outlines, and not outlines but more like a rough sketch before using marker, because it's really easy to mess up. Everyone, not a specific artist. Like, you cannot say that I'm an artist, I don't erase or I don't use pencil before making it outlining. No, everybody does that. So if you're saying or feeling guilty about it, no, we all erase, we all use pencils, and we all are actually beginners like you. We always learn new things. We're never complete. We always have spots that are left out. Going up, I'm going to tell you the best part about mandala. So basically, when you're drawing mandala, you actually don't need to have a backup plan. Just need a pencil, a marker, a compass, and scale, and run with it. You will be amazed, because you actually don't need to think about it. Just go with the flow. First circle, second, third, fourth, and your symmetrical mandala will look absolutely best. There is no way that your mandala can go up wrong if you're going with flow. But that doesn't mean that you just do nonsense stuff, of course. But to be really honest, nothing is nonsense. By the way, as you guys can see, I erased my pencil lines, and now we're gonna check out my markers that I was talking about in the intro video, and this is how it looks like. So to be very honest, I was really excited for this, but when I looked at the cap of markers, I was like, oh no, I actually really don't like the cap of marker, and it's just not my thing. But swatching out markers, I feel like each one is like good in their own way, but absolutely not for artists. Like, as a student, as a child, you can use this and like scribble all around the page, but not for big artworks at all. By the way, checking out this one, it's actually really cool one, and it is like kind of bleach maybe, which is like kind of making it like that, as you guys can see. And now we have our liners. Actually, this is not good at all. These are so rough and not good at all, not recommended at all. And I'm using at all for the 3 times, but not good at all. This is 4th time. By the way, as you guys can see, my paperboard, it's absolutely not in a very good way. It's not in a very good condition, and that is because I use my as a background for acrylic paints most of the time. So all the acrylic paints are on my paperboard. Sometimes I use this even as a palette. So this is how it is. By the way, if you guys are wondering why the camera quality is looking a little bit weird, the lighting and all that stuff, that is because I was recording this on at night, basically. Not on a, but at night. Going up, we have our ball pen, where I'm going to fill up the petals with this one. The ball pen are actually thinner one, and instead of buying extra thin fine liners, which are like expensive, you can always go up with this one. It's super good and great to use. So if you're a beginner and you don't want to invest money, you can always go up with another hands one, and they actually work decent. So this is how it is. By the way, I'm using pencil again for my rough sketch for the petal detailings, because as you guys know, my hands are the shakiest one and I can mess up things really easily. Now I'm using marker, and this specific detailing style is actually, I'm not going to say it's done by me, but I never seen this anywhere, because I don't basically go up and be on internet forever, but it is created by me. I know there are people who have done before me, but to be really honest, I haven't seen it, so I'll give credits to myself. By the way, this one is done by like this style of detail was like done by me 8 years, no, not 8 years, but 8 months ago, and it was actually really decent, but I never shooted that video, so it just never popped up. But I was like, let's go with the same detailing style in this video as well, so I just run with that. And to be really honest, I feel like mandala is like us human. We actually do stuff, and our life, each spectrum, each color, each circle, each way is different from another. We cannot expect things will go same. Each have a different way, each have a different quality, each have a different style, so it just go up. So be prepared, but when you look at your finished life, it will look absolutely great, just like this mandala. This is my actually opinion. By the way, sometimes I become wild and I don't use pencil at all for making up things. So as you guys can see, I'm just using marker and doing it up like this only, and it's really normal because I made 3 petals with first making it lines with pencil, then going up with marker. So for the fourth one, I was quite sure that I will not mess up. So how I come up with this? With practice. So of course practice is absolutely important. Never skip practice. You will reach out to success. By the way, erasing my pencils and now going up with my soft pastels, and then I was like, let's go with this sort of pencil pastel, and it is like just easy, and I was like kind of showing to you that how it is, but I just branded, it's not showing off. So basically it was actually keep smiling pastel pencil. Then I realized that let's go with sticks, so I just take off the white stick and like going up again and filling it up the petals, which is absolutely looking rough right now, because of course it will look rough. It's just a kind of stick, and we don't need to be worried, because then later on we're gonna blend this out and erase the out spots. And when I say we're gonna do it, I mean it, and you guys can see I'm using blending tool. By the way, the pencil I'm using right now is not soft pastel but white charcoal pencil, and it looks absolutely well. Great job. Actually, I bought this 1 year ago and it never worked. An entire 1 year it never worked off, but somehow in this specific video it worked amazing and just gives justice. Yeah, but it's just nice way to do. By the way, as you guys can see, it was looking very plain, so I was like, let's go with graphite and make a circle around the circle, and it just not look wow, but it absolutely enhanced the look. And then I was like, let's just do a few other steps which can look like make a difference to the piece. Going up, we actually make another circle, and I was like, should I color white inside the circle or black? And then I was like, okay, we'll try this marker as well, so go up with black one. And to be really honest, it is decent. And when I was coloring with this marker, I feel like it's of course not for artists, and when I say of course I mean it, but you can use this for your school projects and all that stuff. At the end of the piece, of course my sign are important, so with the sign I'm done with my piece. As you guys can see, I hope it looks good. And our last step, which is of course for the video, because I never clean up my art desk after creating specific artwork. I just leave it on the way. Yes, I'm really lazy, I'm really clumsy, and I make my room messy in a day, not a clean at all. By the way, this is my study table and it's not in a very good condition, as you guys can see. So I'm actually going to clean up the mess and to study basically, because we're going to face exams. So preparing for exam is not my thing, but we have to study. But now our table is fully completed and clean, and this is how it looks like. Now it's all about our study time. So I hope so you guys are doing well again, and bye bye from my side. Be loved and just love. Bye bye.